Hey guys, it's Prince PRS, and I hear that you're a new streamer. Well, today, let me show you how to set up the OBS settings and get your best settings to set you guys in the right direction as you guys continue to grow. Now, before I get started, I wanted to bring up that I do stream every weekday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Feel free to drop a follow and come in with any questions that you guys may have. I'm happy to help. If you guys find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like and comment down below with anything that you guys want to learn about OBS. I know it's very tricky. Now, let's get right into the video. Welcome guys to the tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to show you guys all the best settings for OBS as you're just starting. Okay, this is the best settings that you can to start out when you're just starting or you're a small streamer. So let's get right into it. First things first, we want to do is go into our settings and connect our accounts, whatever we're streaming on, to OBS. I stream on Twitch, so I'm going to connect my account using the recommended from Twitch and then sign in and move forward. So it's going to pop up just like this. You sign in, get connected right away. There's YouTube, rip to Mixer, Facebook Live, and anything else that you guys need in here. Next, press apply, then go into output, and then from streaming output we want to switch over to advanced, and it's going to give us more options to go through. Now, if you are streaming and gaming off of one PC, please choose the encoder from your GPU. Now look, the CPU encoder, which is the X264, is going to give you a clearer and more crisp video. It's going to be smoother, clearer, cleaner. It's going to be, but it is going to add more stress to your PC, and that's the thing that we want to alleviate. Since we are streaming off of one PC, we want to alleviate all the stress from our CPU and share the stress around. So use the encoder from your GPU moving forward, and you guys should be good to go. It's going to be a little less clean and a little less smooth, but it will be a lot easier on your computer moving forward. Then we want to go into the preset, and I'm leaving this blank. Now I'm using AMD as my GPU. Now for those using NVIDIA, it's gonna look just a little bit different, but should be very similar. So please leave the preset blank because I'm gonna have control over it. Now my quality preset is balanced, and then CBR as my rate control method, and then for my pre-pass mode I have disabled. Now bitrate. Now the thing about bitrate is that it's going to be how large your file is being sent to your stream, so to Twitch, to YouTube, or whatnot. Now on Twitch, I know that the max bitrate allowed is 6,000, but for those of you who are just starting out on streaming and on the platform, 4,500 is a perfect balance. It's not too big, it's not too large, and it's still going to give you a pretty clean video. Now moving forward, filler data is going to be enabled. Keyframe interval, please do not touch this, leave it at 2. View mode is basic. Go ahead and press apply, and then now we're going on to our audio. Now the audio is just basically whatever that you want to be heard. Wherever that you have your audio, if it's going to your speakers, go and click it to your speakers, or if you just want to be heard from your headphones, click it to your headphones. That is pretty self-explanatory. Same goes with your mic. Your mic is going to be whatever you're using to talk so your stream can hear you. Now if you have a microphone set up, go ahead and click it and get it going, and then press apply. Then we want to go to our video, and base canvas resolution is just going to be whatever the size that you're going to be working on within OBS itself. Leave that at 1080. 1920 by 1080. Now your output is whatever the video that your viewers are going to be watching in. Now if you're a partnered streamer, 1080p is ideal and perfect. If you're not a partnered streamer, and since we're new and we're small streamers, we want to change this, and I can't change this right now because I'm recording, but go and click into this and go to the 720 option. Now the reason why we want to go into the 720 option is because majority of affiliated or non-partner streamers don't have the option to change the resolution of the stream that we're watching. The viewers, they don't have the They don't have that option. So we want to be able to give the people that watch on mobile and other devices the capability to watch it no matter the resolution, no matter the internet that they have. So 720 is going to be perfect. And if you're not partnered, 1080 isn't really necessary. The next thing is the common FPS value. Leave that at 60. If you have a good enough PC, you can use 60, and if you don't have that great of a PC, you can switch that to 30 FPS. And then leave your downscale filter to, I can't pronounce it, but it's Lanzos. Yeah. Leave that at Lanzos. There's different apps, there's different values to it, but Lanzos is the best one. Yeah. But I just know that that's the one that we want to use. Now, hotkeys and advanced settings, you guys can play around with that. That's all user friendly. And so we press OK. Now we are getting into the aspect of setting up your scenes. Now think of scenes as a folder for your computer, and everything else, the sources are all the components in that folder on your PC. So the first one that we want to do, our first scene, we want to go ahead and press the plus button, which is the add, and then we're going to add one. We already have one set up because I'm using a one PC setup to record. So this one is the display capture. Now this displays everything that's going to be on my screen, this screen in particular. Now this is OBS, you guys can see everything in here. But then we want to, if we wanted to add a game, we want to go down here and press the plus and that game capture right here. Now what game capture is going to do, it's only going to capture any full screen application. So that is your Warzone, that is your Fortnite, that is your PUBG, that is your Valorant, that is your CSGO, whatever the game that you may be playing. And press OK. Now you have game capture. Now this is only going to capture the game, any full screen application. Now if you alt tab out of the game, it's going to show a black screen because that's the only thing that's it's capturing. So that's why those are the two best ways to capture your game. The game capture is going to be lighter on your computer, and display capture is going to be a little bit heavier on your computer. So mess around with it and see which one fits best for you. Now now that we have our game, let's get a camera in there. So go ahead and press the plus button again, go to video capture device, press OK, and then we want to go with, there it is, there's the camera. And then if you don't like the way, if it's like too bright or too dark, then you can go into configure video. And once you're in configure video, you want to go and make sure all your autos are off. So turn the autos off, and these are going to be on the first time that you check it. So it's going to look like this. You want to make sure that these are off, that's off, and then you can just mess around with it. And make sure your low light compensation is off as well. Press apply, OK, and there we are. Now then we want to go down to our resolution. We want to make that custom, and then you can put in any resolution that you want. Just click whatever one that you want. I'm going to do the 1080, and then I'm going to make this one smaller. I'm going to put this up in a corner so I'm out of the way. Okay. So hi. Now we have the camera, we have the game. Now let's say we want to add in overlays. Now there's two ways that we can do this, and I want to preface this by saying we want to limit the amount that our OBS is processing and encoding. So I'm gonna show you two ways, but I really recommend the second way that I'm gonna show you. So first off, you can add in your overlays directly onto your computer, onto your OBS from your computer using media source or images that you have. So if you say that you have an animated camera box, which I do, animated camera box, I can go into media source and I can do this one, camera box, press OK, local file, animated overlay, and then I have a webcam, and then I'm going to make sure that's looped. If it's going to be one that's going to be constantly looping, you want to make sure that it's looped. And there's my camera box, and I can make that. I can do that however I want. So that's one way that you can do it directly on here. Now say that you wanted an actual like image or just like a static image, you can also do it by the image in the same source. But the second way I think is going to be a lot easier on both your computer and on yourself, and that is going to be using Stream Elements. And when you log into Stream Elements, here it is, they have an overlay section. Now once you're in the Stream Elements overlay section, this is my main one. So this is like for when I'm playing games. This is my main source. Now in here I have everything that I want that I could put into my OBS. I can put in here. So this is my camera overlay. This my little logo that I have. These are all like the recent subs, the recent donations, my total sub count, my subs this stream. I have a sub train going. This is my actual sub alert. This is my follow alert, and this is like a little animation that I threw in here as well. And once you have this set up for yourself, you can go ahead and copy this link, copy URL. And then you go back into your OBS, press the plus sign, go into your browser, and then press OK. And then since you copied it from OBS, all you have to do is paste it in here. Make sure that this is the same output as the one that you selected in Stream Elements, which for me it was 1920 by 1080. And everything pops up. There it is. See, you even see the little follow animation. Perfect. This is my overlay. That's my most recent donation, my most recent subs. And then if somebody were to follow right now, then there we are.
Oh hi Mark.
Oh hi Mark. And so we have everything set up. You have alerts. You have your animated camera box, you have the camera itself, and you have your gameplay. Now, there's one more important aspect that I want to add into this, and that is going to be transitions. So say that you have your screen, this screen in particular, for your actual gameplay. Now that say that you wanted to go into a screen where it's just your camera, or a different screen, so to show whatever you want. Most likely it's going to be a full cam, or like an intermission screen where it's just you and chat. So then we're gonna create a different one. So you go here and then you add a different scene, but we already have scene 2 right here. So then what we want to do is go into our scenes transitions and go press the plus button into Stinger. Okay. Now our Stinger is going to allow us to upload anything that we want as a transition. So for us, we're going to press OK, and this is going to show us from screen A to screen B. Now I'm going to find the one that I personally use. That's in here, my transition. This is my transition that I use, and I want to change from milliseconds into frames. Computers, they like talking in frames rather than, or like the processing and stuff, they like talking in frames rather than milliseconds. So frames are a lot easier. Now we want to do now what this is for frames, the transition point. So when it goes from your first screen to your second screen, how at what point do you want to make that change during the transition? So this one has a transition point at 0. Now if we did the preview, it changes the B then transitions. We don't want that. So let's try 15. Oh, let's try 10. Preview. Nope. You see it just a little bit before it completed. Now let's try 30. 30 is going to be a lot of them. If you have a transition, 30 is a good base, but it's all going to be different from each transition So let's preview it again. A, B. That's a perfect, so I'm going to go ahead and use 30 for me. And it could be different for you. It could be 60, it could be 100. Who knows? It all depends on the transition that you have. Now, I think we are completely set up to go, and you guys are going to be moving along, and you have your own custom overlays, and you have your own personal stream. And so I think we're set. Now let's test it out. So right now we're in gameplay. Now let's go switch over to the new scene. Boom, it is worked out perfectly. Now we're back. Wait, I forgot one thing. Now look down here. When in sources, this is very important for you guys. Now, the way that everything is listed, browser, video capture device, game, display capture, this order matters. Okay, whatever's on top, think of it as layers. Okay, whatever's on top is gonna be on top of everything. So now, so like for example, if I wanted to bring my camera is on top of my display right now. If I wanted to bring it below, all I have to do is bring it below, and now you guys can't see my camera. So whatever's on top is going to be on top of everything. So right now the browser, my browser is under everything. So if I wanted to move my camera in here, then my overlay is on top of my camera. And if I wanted my overlay to be behind my camera, I would just move my camera to the top or vice versa. Now that is important. I just forgot to tell you, but now we remembered. So, you know, get back. I'll let you get back to the end of the video. Alright, good job. Now, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna go ahead and add a, so if you wanted to add something that's in a different, in a different scene, then you can actually go ahead and do that. I want to add my camera back and see add existing, and I already have my camera set up. See, now you see me all over again. And now that we're here, I just want to say thank you so much. I want to remind you guys that I do stream every weekday at 9 o'clock Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you guys want to come in, drop a follow, and come with any questions that you guys have, I'm more than happy to help. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know the stream elements thing was super quick, and if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop a comment. But if not, if you think this was very helpful, go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And you guys can always catch me at any social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, YouTube. I'm everywhere, and I'm gonna drop the links in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Good luck. Can't wait for you guys to blow up. Alright, take care.